All right, everybody, happy FOMC week. And it has been quite an end of the month for the NASDAQ futures market. And in today's video, we're going to dive into what I think is going to happen at the FOMC meeting tomorrow and where I think that is going to push the market based off of the context that we have at this point. So let's start with the top-down analysis that we always like to look at first. And you guys are going to notice right off the bat that we've been in a bearish trend from the virtual top of the market, which was around 21,000. We couldn't close above it, couldn't hold above it, and we ultimately pushed lower after a couple retests. And we've had some consolidation and then push lower. We've had that about twice so far. I don't think that's going to happen at this point because you'll notice consolidation, push lower, consolidation, push lower. We've consolidated here. I don't think we're going to push much lower than this because it appears we have somewhat of a double or triple bottom on this, whatever you want to call it. This was also a resistance turn support zone over here. So I think this is setting up for a reversal, and here's why. So let's start with the Fibonacci retracements first. So if we start from the top to the bottom, and you guys are going to witness something kind of magical here with these Fibonacci numbers, but you'll notice the 61.8 and the 23, kind of the golden pocket zone, if you will, sit in between these imbalances right here and right here. So let's chart those out and dive into the lower time frames a little bit more. But on the second push down, we left an imbalance right here. But on the very first push down, we left a pretty small imbalance, but an imbalance nonetheless right here. So what does this tell me? A lot of selling pressure, right? That's evident. We had a pretty strong move down. So I think we're going to start to flip that based off of the FOMC meeting tomorrow. I believe that they are going to announce a rate cut. It'll be the first one in a very long time. No, I have no information to prove that, nor do I know that that's 100% going to happen, but that's what my bias is going into tomorrow. And that would result in us retracing one, if not both of these imbalances to the upside. I think we will definitely raid this imbalance here around the mid to high 19,000s. I don't believe we're going to close above 20,000 tomorrow, but if we get some crazy buying pressure and we have a lot of dovish news coming from Powell, I think we set ourselves up for a strong start to August heading into Q4. So let's go down into the 4-hour because I think the 4-hour time frame has been painting a nice picture for us as to where we will be heading from here. And you'll notice I have some of the higher time frame EMAs on. On the 4-hour chart, you still don't need a freaking compass to tell you that we're headed south, right? But if you live and die by EMAs, the 50, 100, 200, we've had a cross multiple times. We had a cross right up here, which really told you where we were headed. We also had another cross right here. No secret, we're moving down. But hey, those imbalances are pretty evident. We have right here. Again, think about those golden pocket Fibonacci zones, coupled with the fact that our next 4-hour candle just opened up bullish, and it is a virtual opening right at the bottom of this candle. We haven't had much selling pressure on this 4-hour candle so far, but it's going to all turn out to what happens during the Asian and the London session overnight, followed by the New York pre-market session or the AM session, whatever you want to call it. That's going to really set the tone for the rest of the day. I'm anticipating some morning chop. That's pretty standard when it comes to FOMC meetings. I think as we start to go through tomorrow morning, obviously the meeting is always in the afternoon. That's going to really set us up for that afternoon rocket that could come if they announce a rate cut. Now, if they announce that they're going to hold rates steady and have dovish news, who knows? Or if they announce another rate hike, I'm unsure what's going to happen. We did have a positive inflation report come out. That's what's leading to me thinking we're going to have some dovish news followed by a rate cut. So at the 4-hour chart, we have a very clear support zone right within this. And as we look to our left, you guys know I love to look left. This whole little consolidation move up really set the tone for this. So I think we are going to have a strong bounce within here. And if you look at the volume profile off to the right, you'll notice a lot of trading going on in this zone already. We bounced pretty strong off of this. But during the morning session today, we had a lot of trading going on around the 200 to 300 level of the 19,000s. So that sets us up strong for, I believe, an afternoon rally or at least some consolidation with a move up tomorrow. As we go into the 1 hour time frame, pretty clear we have a strong demand zone down here in which we are bouncing off of already. Going to raid some of these imbalances that were left, but ultimately we're moving up. And then you'll notice as we get into the 15-minute, more bullish news and we're more bullish price action, I should say. And we already have somewhat of a V-shaped recovery going on. Sellers are stepping out of the way. Buyers are coming right back in. I think we're looking good. As you'll notice, we've crossed on the MACD already down here on the 15-minute, and we were about to cross on the 1 hour, I believe. So we have a lot of positive confluence to bring us higher into the market. Again, some people might think this is all nonsense. That's your prerogative. If you're looking at these very longer time frame EMAs, it's clear we are in very much so bearish drawdown, but let's remove those for a second. And let's put on the lower time frames, the 10, the 20, and the 50. You'll notice, yes, we've crossed, still bearish, but we're starting to hold above the 10. So we're really moving ourselves up now. We're hitting the 20s. Are we going to push and hold up above that? I would like to think so. As we look at VWAP, we're still below VWAP. We have a long way to go before this happens, but you guys both know that NQ moves quick and it moves fast and it moves far. So one thing I've learned is not to trust NQ because it could go further north or south in either direction longer than you anticipate it will, even if you call a bottom on the volume profile or whatever your levels are telling you. So based off of all of this, guys, I think we are going to set up for a consolidation afternoon with a move up tomorrow. I think we are going to head strongly back up into the low to mid 19,000s. I don't think we're going to have a strong raid of the 20,000 so far. I think the 20,000s are going to come as we roll through August, but I think this starts that turn of what I think will be our move up. I don't know if I can draw that, smoothly here, but what you'll notice is that we came down. We're really starting to move this sideways a bit here. And then I think we are going to ultimately start to really push this back up into at least the mid 19,000s. So that's everything I got for this video today, guys. Give me a comment. Let me know what you guys think is going to happen during the FOMC tomorrow. But other than that, help me get to 1,000 subs, and I will see you in the next video.